and welcome to my channel. My name is Venetia Alexander Marshall and welcome. If you are new here, hi, how are you? Don't forget, hit the subscribe button at the bottom and make sure you're clicking the notification bell so every time I'm uploading a new video, you are notified. Can we just do, yay! The 7 days of makeup looks are finally over. They have gone extremely too long if you caught any of my 7 days of makeup looks. Thank you for your patience. We are now finally back to the regularly scheduled program of playing with new makeup that really ain't that new. Now, this is makeup that has been sitting up here forever in a day. And when I got this makeup and started testing it out back then, it was new. It ain't new no more. So we're just going to play with it. We are going to talk about it. I am several months behind on it, so just bear with me. I have so much makeup that I'm still going to be testing out. Plus, I got new makeup that just came in that I am going to be doing one brand playing with makeup. One of them will be definitely e.l.f. The other one will be Juvia's Place. And I did get some new NYX makeup that's now kind of old because it was doing Super Bowl. We in March. We in March. Not long before we're going to be in April. So yes, it has been forever and a day that I finally say, come on in. Let's play with some new makeup. As always, I do have my handy dandy mirror with me. Let's start with primer. Okay, I've had this primer up here in forever and a day. Y'all talked about this primer when it first came out, when it was reformulated. I finally decided to try it, but I had been trying it this whole time, and I'm gonna say I'm not disappointed with the primer. I don't know, I'm up in the air with the other primer, so I decided to try this primer. This is the primer from Smashbox. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Control Mattifying Primer. Now, if you a person like me who have a dry skin, you would be a little afraid of this. This is actually not bad for my skin. I have worn it. I've worn it a few times during this time of 7 days of makeup looks. But I am not disappointed with it. If you're not familiar with what it looks like, this is what it looks like. This is a primer that is controlling the oil. However, like I said, a person like me with dry skin would run away from it. Some mattifying primers I can wear, and I can say this is one of the primers I can actually wear. It does not overly dry out my skin. I will say some primers I will run away from because it simply does not work on my dry skin. I've had a couple of primers I flat out, after I did my review, I chunked them because there was no way I was going to wear those primers. The only thing I don't like about this is the color, because it looks like you really blew your nose and it hit somebody in the face. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Otherwise, this is not a bad primer. It does control the oil. I did not find a problem with it with my dry skin. That was the biggest thing. It did not cause me any problems. Now, like I said, if you are a person like me with dry skin, certain ones you can wear, certain ones you cannot. This is one I can wear. Now, if you're a person with oily skin, you will definitely love this. This, to me, is very satisfying on my skin. Does not, it didn't accentuate my pores, or I hadn't noticed it. But the biggest thing is it didn't tear up my skin with my very dry skin. It usually, again, mattifying primers tear up my skin. This does not tear up my skin at all. Next is foundation. Look, I told y'all. A lot of this stuff was new back then. Ain't new now. But I'ma still bring it to you Anyway, a lot of y'all was talking about this foundation. This is a cream to powder foundation. When it first came out, I decided to try it. I have been loving this ever since. I am talking about the cream to powder foundation by MAC. Yes, I've been wearing MAC. I am in the same shade that I am in the foundation, which is NC50. Now with the Radiant foundation that they came out with, I got the shade NC55. They did not have NC50 in the store. I'm not sure if they even sell NC50 in the store. I would assume they would, but that one was a pretty good match as well. I was shade matched in Ulta for that one, but for this cream to powder, I'm going to show you guys how much I've been using it. This is how much I've been using it. I have worn this cream to powder foundation for church when it's my time to sing. I just wore this last week when I sung in church. I want to say I've actually worn it a couple of times. Usually for singing in church, I usually wear the cream to powder foundation from Fashion Fair. That's usually the one I wear. But I have been wearing this one and I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Not disappointed with it. I'm going to get my flat foundation brush and I am going to put this on. And I'm telling you, I have been absolutely loving this. It is not off on my skin at all. It lasts on my skin. This is one, because when I be singing, sometimes we end up getting hot or you get sweaty. My makeup didn't melt off. A matter of fact, by wearing this or the one from Fashion Fair, I get compliments on my makeup. It also depends on how you build it up. If you want it full coverage, I would say you can. I would be careful with it. I'm not a person that's really into super full coverage, but this has become one between this one and the Fashion Fair. I do wear on the days I am singing in church. I actually was a little nervous about it because when you've worn something for so long and you're used to it, you don't like to move on to anything else. And that's how I felt with this, because I'm so used to the original foundation, even with the Radiance one that they came out with and everybody was talking about it by MAC. I was still like, I don't know, but I like this one. This here has become a favorite. I love it. Absolutely love it. Gives me the same finish as the original foundation. I will say this is a hair cool on me. It's a hair cool, just a hair. Just a hair cooler than the original. But it's not something I can't work with. And like I said, I have actually worn this shade a couple of times for church. This is what it looks like. I don't think I really have it on all the way. I've had to like build it up in a few areas, but I don't like to build it up much because I don't like looking cakey, particularly when it's my time to sing and I'm sweating a lot. And after I get done singing, I have the little beads of sweat, and I don't want to see where my makeup has fallen off. My makeup has not fallen off, and that right there has become a new favorite. Absolutely love it. Next is concealer. Okay, this is another one, but this is a little different. I bit the bullet on this concealer because I have heard so many people talk about how good this concealer is for so many years. I bit the bullet and I got this concealer because I wanted to see what it was all about, what was all the hype. Yes, it's an old product, but to me it's new and it's still new. And when I first wore the concealer, I literally went, now I see what y'all talking about with this concealer. Now I see. What am I talking about? Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. Yes, I am finally trying out the Hourglass concealer. I know. I know. And see, I was supposed to bring this to you once. I should have been done with my 7 days of makeup look back in December. But I have been wearing this concealer a lot lately, along with the MAC foundation, cream to powder foundation. Now I see why y'all like this concealer. This is a concealer for me. Here's the doe foot applicator. Man, I wore this concealer. I do my regular schmegular in my regular areas. This is a blendable, very creamy concealer. I wore this concealer to work just to see what it would do. And I absolutely loved it. Like, it blended really, really well. I was not disappointed with this concealer. This concealer might be a hair. No, it's actually right. I don't know why it's coming off a little olivey for me. But it's not like I can't make it work because I have worn this concealer a few times. I am loving this concealer. Now I see why y'all talk about how good this concealer is. I love this concealer. Look at the blend. Okay, now I will say with this concealer, I am going to say this does seem like it dries down pretty quickly. So you're going to have to work kind of fast. But for the most part, I'm not disappointed with this concealer. Now I see why y'all really like this concealer. Now, will I consider this a favorite? Probably not. Will it be one I can see myself going to a lot? I could. Because this is a very blendable formula. Kind of covered up just a little bit right here. That's why, because it's showing up green up in this area because of the scarring that I have. That's why it's showing up a little olivey. But you know what? That's fine. That is fine. You can show up olivey. That's fine. Now I see why y'all like this Hourglass concealer. Now I see why. Now I see why. Now I see why. I don't know what shade this is because, again, I do not have my glasses on. I think this is it, if y'all can see it, but that is what I have on. Now I see why y'all like this. Now I see. Now I understand. Now, would I get me another one? I don't know. Depends on how often I pick it up. Again, when I call it a favorite, wouldn't call it a favorite, but I can see myself wearing this concealer a few times. All right, for those of you that are new to my channel, I do set my face twice. One of two are new to me. New to me. And the only reason why I'm saying it like this, I got it right after it came out. It's just been sitting here all this time because I've been doing 7 days of makeup look for the last 3-4 months. So it's just been sitting up here. And actually, I bought this. It was part of one of my 7 days of makeup looks. So here it is. This is the Easy Bake and Snatch Pressed Powder by Huda Beauty. The shade I have is Cinnamon Bun. Yeah, I like it. And I've actually worn this a lot. Here it is. This is what it looks like if you're not familiar with it. So I did bring it for you guys doing the 7 days of makeup looks. And yes, I do like it. Yes, I still like it. This is definitely going in my everyday stack. Not disappointed with it. All I'm going to do is just take it and I'm going to just pat it in to set my makeup. Absolutely love this. Absolutely love it. Now I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and just set my, I just went ahead and set my whole face with the Easy Bake powder. I'm not gonna use the second setting powder because this makeup is only gonna be on until I come back from picking my son up from where is it? He had a track meet. So that's how long this is only gonna be on for. Next is blush. Blush is new. It was new back then, but now it's not that new because ain't nobody talking about. I actually have two blushes. The first blush, I saw a lot of people talk about it. I had picked it up again when it first came out, and not a lot of people like this blush. And I'm just gonna say this, I know why. This is the Hydro Manic Cream Blush from Urban Decay. I wore this blush a couple of times. What shade that I had? Obsessed is the name of the shade. Okay. I wore this blush. And I heard the people that I have heard test out this blush didn't particularly care for it. This is what it looks like, the shade Obsessed. It is a hair splotchy on me. I'm just going to do one dot here and one dot here. For shades this deep, for my melanated skin, usually would blend in pretty good. It is also a pretty watery formula. This is very watery. So, let's see. Let's see what it do this time. Yeah, it is. Okay, got me a little color. And it's fine because I have powder. I'm keeping it within this area. Now, when I wore it before, the first time I wore it, before I set my face, I don't know, it felt like before I put any powder on and I put this on, it lifted the makeup, and I didn't put no powder on and it was lifting. Now, on top of powder, it's now not lifting. Okay, maybe I put the right amount this time. I don't know. I just wanted to try it out and see. I think I went a little ham with it this time. Because now it's giving me color. When I've worn it before a couple of times, it gave me no color, and it even lifted my makeup before I even set it. Now I have this on top of powder, and it's not lifting. I don't get it. I don't know about this. I don't know. I guess it depends on the application. I don't know. Because now it's okay. And it's giving that glow. This is a watery consistency. I will say that this is watery. But I'm surprised it's giving me pigment because it wasn't giving me pigment before. I don't know about that. This is more than likely going in my maybe stack. I have no words for this. I really don't have any words for this. The second blush, this is a pretty old blush, but I got it. Where did I get this? I don't even remember when I got this. Anyway, it's from Benefit. It's the blush, Krista blush. I got this. And this is what it looks like. If you're not familiar with it. I know it's a pretty old product. Again, let me put this on. I bet I'm gonna have to show you because I didn't like this either. I didn't like it because this has a powdery sheen to it. Yeah. So I'm putting this. It does smell kind of good. Yeah, it has like this powdery sheen to it. Oh, because like it's like a highlighter up in here. When I put it right up in this area, it's like a highlighter. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't. Now I look like clown face. Maybe not to some of y'all that love a lot of blush or really like a lot of blush. I don't need super blush, and it's kind of like what I'm wearing is super blush. I don't know how I feel about this by Benefit. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this. Not at all. I don't know how I feel about it. All right, next is eyeshadow. I've had this eyeshadow palette in the bag forever and a day. I had finally whipped it out. It's kind of old, but when I got it, it was new. I finally opened it. This is the Next Gen Nudes eyeshadow palette. Who is this from? Catrice. This is from Catrice Cosmetics. I have had this forever and a day. I recently brought it out because I wanted to see what it would be because again, I've had it for quite a while and I knew I needed to do some makeup looks with this palette because I said I would. I would say this. I was a little concerned. This is what it looks like. It's a lot of pinks and so forth that's in here. Pinky nudes. It's I'm just gonna say that. It's just I am gonna take this shade. I think this says that's classy. So which is this shade right here. I'm gonna take this shade. I'm gonna put this on my crease. I've never worn this shade. I usually went, of course, my safe zone, the darker shade in here, which was this. Which shade did I wear? Was it this? Yeah, I wore this shade right here. So now I'm just gonna wear this shade. So now we're gonna see what it looks like on my eyes. It looks like pigment. Let's see. Yeah, what I thought. It's coming off a little gray. Coming off a little gray. Well, wait. See? Okay. Yeah, it's looking gray. And it's gonna come off gray on me because of my melanated skin. Yeah, it may look like a mauvey pink, but it looks like a neutral. It's definitely coming off gray on my eyes. I look like Pennywise, y'all. I look like Pennywise. Alright, on my lid, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna put this shimmer on my lid. Let me see what happened with this shimmer. Yeah, this isn't working for me. This is an eyeshadow. Yeah, this isn't working for me. Definitely not for someone as dark as me. I mean, it's an okay shimmer. I think it would be better on someone that's lighter than me. This isn't working. Yeah, this really isn't working for me. Yeah, this is an eyeshadow that is not for my melanated skin. I can't really, it's, if you see, it's coming off ashy on me, and the shimmer, it's patchy up in this area. It's really, really patchy. It's, no. And I've already tried it out before. It's just, this is a no-go for me. I cannot do anything with this eyeshadow palette. This is not for someone of my melanated, character. This isn't working for me. It's really not going to work for me. For setting spray, the setting spray is not new. I've bought it before. This is the Airbrush Unflawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to set my face with that. All right, I went ahead and did mascara. The mascara is the waterproof mascara from Too Faced, the Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. Next is lip. I got a couple of new lip products. I got a couple of them. And I've been debating which one to put on. I want to do this one, but I may end up doing this one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go with this one. This is the Lip Duo by One Size Beauty. I saw this in Sephora. I got this after Christmas. I went and got this. So I decided I was gonna go ahead and try it out. I'm gonna tell you now, I like this. Excuse me. I really do like this. You have your matte liquid lipstick on this side, and then you have your shimmer lip gloss on this side as your topper. And you can do it by itself or put it together. I'm going to go ahead and put them together. This is what it looks like for the liquid lipstick side. I have really liked this. And look how deep it is. This is definitely a matte liquid lipstick. I know it ain't going with the makeup right now. But you know what? Who cares? If you want to wear it by itself, you can. I am definitely going to do a gloss. So I am going to do the shimmer gloss that's on this side. And this is what the applicator looks like. And look, it's like a two-tone. Look at that. Loving the lip duo from One Size Beauty. Absolutely enjoy this. You know, this is going to go ahead. I'm going to put this in my everyday stack. So we have gotten through this kind of struggle bus of a makeup look. My first one finally of 2024 since extending my 7 days of makeup looks. So yeah, like I said, that from One Size Beauty is definitely going into my everyday stack. Also going into my everyday stack is the Smashbox Photo Finish Control Mattifying Primer. I really do like this primer. Does not bother my dry skin. Definitely kept my makeup in place. Wasn't overly shiny or anything like that. So this is a good primer. Definitely putting it in my everyday stack. Now I see what y'all mean with this Hourglass concealer. Now I see what you mean. I really do like this concealer. So this is definitely going into my everyday stack. The MAC Cream to Powder Foundation. Favorite 2024. This is a definite favorite. I have worn this and worn this. Tested it. I'm bringing it for you guys because it's been up here forever and a day. And I absolutely love this. This is in full competition with my Fashion Fair Cream to Powder Foundation. Love it. So this is definitely a favorite of 2024. The Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch the pressed powder. Definitely love it. Definitely going into my everyday stack. Nothing wrong with this. Absolutely enjoy it. Definitely very, very good for setting your face. And I like the fact that they put these in pressed powder form. I do have the setting powder in Canufa. If you're not familiar with me, you know I love that setting powder because I've bought it for you guys several times before. So this is definitely going into my everyday stack. I am not a fan of this eyeshadow palette from Catrice. This is a makeup no. If you are of the lighter generation, you're going to really love this eyeshadow palette. Me, is not working for my skin color. It just doesn't work and it looks ashy on me. So this is definitely a makeup no for me. Now these two cream blushes, not both of them not cream. I'm talking about from the Hydromatic Urban Decay cream blush and this blush from Benefit. I'm gonna put both of these in my maybe stack. I still don't know how I feel about this. I really don't. This, it either give me pigment or it don't give me pigment. I don't know what to say about it, about neither one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and put both of these in my maybe stack. So that is it. Finally, the first makeup review of 2024. And we're all up in the month of March. I do have more makeup for you guys. Don't worry. I have more makeup for you guys. And I actually got some more coming for you guys as well. So I definitely have e.l.f. and Juvia's Place. And I got some NYX that I'm going to be bringing for you guys. I've been wearing the e.l.f. makeup, all the new makeup. And I got it when it first came out in January of 24. I got thoughts. I got some thoughts on it. So yeah, I'm going to bring all that for you guys. I do apologize for being so delayed for so long, but with a lot of the health issues I have been having, that is the reason why it went so long. But now we are back playing with new makeup. So with that being said, this is Venetia Alexander Marshall. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.